Monotone Adventures is a guy from western Pennsylvania who spends most of his free time riding his bike and fishing across the back roads of Maryland. He started a channel just to share the moments he captured out on those rides, but the footage he recorded this time was different. It stayed with him, and he uploaded it for one reason: to make people aware that things like this really do happen. It was July of 2015. He was cruising down a quiet, tree-lined road, the kind of place where you barely see another soul for miles. And then, out of nowhere, he noticed something on the side of the road: a woman. At first, he rode past her, but something didn't sit right. A feeling in his gut told him she wasn't just lost or tired, she was in trouble. So he turned around, and from that moment on, everything began to unfold.
So this girl, I didn't know. She looked like she was not okay. Make sure she is okay. Are you good? What's going on?
I'm really afraid of my boyfriend back. He's kicking things and threatening to burn my back.
Do you want me to take you somewhere? Alright. Is he driving? Where's the car? Alright, come on. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Alright, I'll take you into town.
Yeah, I just need a hotel or something.
Alright, here, put this on.
You have your wallet with you?
No, it's in my bag. My family lives in DC, so they're only 2 hours away. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Here. You put this on, I'll take you into town.
I'm just gonna turn it off.
Or I'll hold that. Give her your jacket.
Yeah.
Huh?
Give her your jacket. She doesn't recognize
Well, we're not going that way.
it. We will.
Put that on.
He's walking on the parking lot.
I know. He's trying to call me to get me to go back, and when I said I was too scared, he was like, "I'm just gonna burn your bag."
It's fine. Put that on. Is it big enough? Alright, go ahead.
She was crying when he reached her, barely able to get the words out. She told him she had just run from her boyfriend, a man who had turned violent, a man who had threatened to hurt her, maybe worse. He knew right away he couldn't leave her there. Not in the middle of the woods, not with someone like that possibly still nearby, still looking for her. So he handed her his helmet and told her he'd take her to the nearest town, somewhere safe, somewhere she could breathe again or at least find a way back home.
Yeah.
Put this down around my waist. Around my waist.
Sorry.
Have you been on a bike before?
No.
No, okay. I won't scare you. Let's get back a tad. Is there foot bags back there? I think the foot bags?
Yeah.
Put your feet right in there. Go back.
They're in England.
In DC. That's only about.
No, they're in England.
Oh,
My
oh,
grandparents are in DC.
You want to call them? So we can have them meet us in Emmitsburg or something.
Or the... Well, they can come.
Or
That's us, we just go to Waynesboro.
Yeah, or Emmitsburg's closer for them. Emmitsburg's around Route 15.
Yeah.
That takes you out from DC.
Well, I mean, I'll just wait there. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Try to call them here.
Do you want to try calling them?
I tried to dig deeper into what happened after that day, whether they ever stayed in touch, whether her boyfriend ever caught up to her, but I couldn't find any real confirmation, no follow-up, nothing solid. What I do know is this: That biker very likely saved her life. Out there, deep in the woods, with someone dangerous searching for her, it's hard to picture how that day could have ended any other way. And none of those endings are good. I hope the creator sees this one day. Maybe he'll drop an update in the comments. Maybe we'll finally know how her story ended. And honestly, this is a reminder. Sometimes stopping for a stranger really can change everything. But these situations aren't always simple. There are people out there who use moments like this to set traps. So stay cautious, stay aware, but never lose the part of you that recognizes when someone genuinely needs help. Joe Higgins runs a YouTube channel built around the outdoors, hunting trips, time in the wild, quiet days in the field, and the kind of unpredictable moments that come with them. His content carries a steady tone of self-reliance, a deep respect for the land, the kind of mindset you only develop after spending years out there alone. But on November 12th, 2022, he was reminded of something he already knew, deep down, that owning a remote property comes with a kind of unpredictability you can never fully prepare for. The story actually started 6 years earlier. He bought the place, renovated it from the ground up, and for 3 years, everything stayed peaceful. No problems, no surprises, just the quiet life he'd built out there for himself. And then, that calm broke.
Bought this property about 6 years ago, did a ton of work to the place, completely cleaned it up, went through, graveled the driveway, just a full-on flip-out repair of the whole entire place. For the first 3 years, everything went smooth. We had absolutely zero problems. Started getting comfortable down there, leaving tools in the shed, no problem. So we had everything we needed down there if we had to make repairs. Then we started noticing some vehicles pulling in the driveway. We didn't have a gate up at that time, so there was 2 or 3 different vehicles that we noticed pulling in the driveways. So we threw up a bunch of cameras. So then we had our first break-in. As you can see from the pictures, they knocked our window out, the side window, and was able to pop the screen, reach around, jimmy the door, get the door open. But as you can tell, they tried to pry it open first, it looks like, before they busted the window out. Went in the camper, completely ransacked it, went through everything. Same with the sheds. They ripped the door off, the locks off, completely went through the shed, cleaned everything out. Anything that had value down there, they got. So this video footage here, I've actually held on to for quite a while, since last year. As you're going to see, there's snow on the ground.
It started small, vehicles he didn't recognize, pulling into his driveway, just for a moment, then leaving. Once, twice, enough times to stop feeling like a coincidence. So he did what anyone would do. He put up cameras, all around the property, eyes in every corner. But it didn't take long before someone made their move. A side window, shattered, the screen pried open, the door manipulated from the inside after a failed attempt to force it from the outside. Frustrated and honestly a little shaken, he later released the footage online, hoping someone out there might recognize the person, hoping it might lead somewhere.
So as you can see, he's kind of creeping up here to the door. He kind of goes past the door and kind of looks, I'm assuming, to make sure there's no vehicles or anything on down the driveway. Goes up there, gives the old handle a pull. Obviously the door's locked. Then he goes over to where you can see the window I have taped to where it was broke out before. Starts peeling on that tape. That must have evidently took too long, because then next thing you know, he tries to actually pry the window open, which he does get it open enough to put his arm through there. And I have put the screen back in there at this time, so you can see there he actually pops that screen out of the way, reaches around there to the door handle, and he's able to get that door unlatched. Okay, so by now at this point here, we were smart enough not to leave really anything of any true value in the camper there. So the video, you can see him coming out. I'm going to slow-mo it as well. You can see he's running with something coming out the door, and that would actually be an old 10-year-old heater that we had in there, electric heater, that he helped himself to. And there he goes running back down the driveway.
The footage shows a man walking up to the door, calm, careful. He glances down the driveway first, making sure no one's around. Then he tries the handle, locked. So he moves to the window, the same one that had been broken before. He peels back the covering, forces it open just enough to slip his arm through, pushes the screen aside, and unlatches the door from the inside. A few moments later, he walks out carrying an old electric heater, then disappears back down the driveway. But the story didn't end there. 2 weeks later, he came back, and this time, he left something behind. Something that turned this from a simple break-in into something a lot more unsettling.
All right, hey, we just got back down to the property. Pulled in the driveway here, it's all ice. Got the car stuck, that's gonna be fun, but come down here to do a few things. We'll talk about that here soon, but as you can see, our thief's been back. He pulled up the tape there, and I've already actually went in the camper, and look, he left something this time. Left his knife. So, as soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna go call the sheriff, see if he can come down. I really hope they're gonna fingerprint this knife, because that's all we need to catch this guy. And I believe I know who it is, and I believe he's already in the court system, and he should already have his fingerprints on file. So all they got to do is get a print from that. It'd be pretty simple to match up. So let's hope they go the extra mile for me and get that thing fingerprinted, and we can get this guy. So stay tuned, stay tuned.
When the owner walked into the camper that day, he froze. The thief had left a knife just sitting there, out in the open, like it was meant to be found. With a sudden spark of hope, he called the sheriff's department right away. If they could lift a print from that knife, even one, it could finally put a name to the man who'd been haunting his property. But that hope didn't last long. A deputy showed up, collected the knife with gloves, bagged it, promised to run the prints. But the calls he made after that, the follow-ups, the messages, all of it led to the same place. Silence. Nothing. Some break-ins can be brushed off as random, just opportunists looking for an easy hit. But this one wasn't random. The return visits, the patience, the knife left behind, almost like a message. There's something colder behind all of it, something with intent. He chose to share his story for a reason, not just to warn others, but to leave a record, a reminder of the kind of quiet violation that doesn't always end with justice, the kind that lingers long after the locks are changed and the cameras come down. Trent has built something genuinely unique out of van life. He travels across North America in a fully converted mobile setup, finding remote and scenic locations to camp, and then playing video games from inside them. It's an unusual combination, and it works. His videos are relaxed, visually interesting, and usually come with his puppy along for company. But this particular trip had a different energy to it. Trent had set his sights on Phantom Canyon Road in the mountains of Colorado, a place with a reputation that goes back well over a century, and a name the locals didn't choose by accident.
Hi everyone, my name is Trent, and I live and travel out of my van all across North America, and along my travels I often stumble upon creepy, abandoned, or even haunted places. And today I am traveling through the mountains of Colorado, specifically on a road called Phantom Canyon Road. This is a road that was once a railroad system in the 1800s that transported passengers and gold from Canyon City to Victor, Colorado. And while that general synopsis may not sound very spooky to you, there is a reason why the locals call this road Phantom Canyon Road. And today I'm going to explore some of those stories while I camp in this supposed haunted forest alone.
By the time he found a campsite, night had fully settled in. He was parked in the canyon, a creek running just ahead of the van, the dirt road quiet on either side, a decent spot, if you don't mind the history of the place pressing in around you after dark.
I think this is a good campsite for the night. We're right in the middle of this canyon here, and we've got a nice, beautiful, flowing creek right in front of us. However, we are right off the dirt road, but that doesn't bother me too much. I mean, the dirt road is the whole reason why we're here anyway. But before we jump into the spooky ghost stories for the night, I'm gonna hop in the van, set up Starlink, make a quick bite to eat, and then we'll come out, do some adventuring, and see if we witness anything while camping here or wandering on these roads. Millie, you ready for dinner? Yeah? All right, let's go, come on.
Before getting into any of it, he got the van set up, Starlink running, and made himself something to eat.
Peruvian chicken rice bowl looks so delicious, And it was made in less than 15 minutes right here in the comfort of my own van. Okay, now for the best part. Let's give this a taste test. Dang, that looks good. Mmm.
After eating, he headed out for a hike along the road. It didn't take long before the trail gave him something unexpected.
Wait. Oh, that's right. Oh. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I forgot that this road has tunnels. Wow. This is both incredibly creepy and beautiful at the same time. It's so weird to just like stumble upon too. Like when I was doing my research on this road, I knew that the tunnels were here, but on my way in, I didn't see any. So I just assumed they were no longer in use or something. I guess that's because I came from the north side of the road rather than the south, but this is wild. I don't know. I feel like if there were any place that I would... The freak was that? I swear. Oh, it's bats. Of course there's bats in here. It's a freaking cave. Duh.
He wasn't sure if the tunnel walls were playing tricks on the sound or if something was genuinely out there. The camera may have caught it. He wasn't entirely sure of that either. He stood still and listened for a while.
I just wonder if there's any correlation there. You know, I don't know if it's my mind playing tricks on me or not, but I definitely just heard singing. Like distant singing. Okay, I know for a fact that the camera can pick it up. It is so faint that I'm like struggling to hear it. And I don't know if it's like the sounds bouncing off the tunnel walls or what, but it literally sounds like people singing.
He made his way back to the van. Then came a thud, something striking the outside of the vehicle, hard enough to feel it. He killed the lights, looked out through the windows, and saw nothing.
Okay. I hope the camera picked it up, but I just heard a thud outside. I just turned on my light outside my sliding door. I don't see anything out the windows. It sounded like something hit my van. I'm like shaking right now. Hello?
After a careful look around, he found a small shovel that had likely been propped against the tire and toppled over. A simple explanation, probably the right one. But even with that in hand, the feeling didn't leave. The sense that something beyond the edge of the light was still out there, still watching. Rational explanations and uneasy instincts don't always agree with each other. And out there on Phantom Canyon Road, deep in a Colorado canyon in the middle of the night, instinct tends to speak a little louder. This video comes from a channel named 50/50 Fishing, run by a guy named Joseph. His content is usually calm, fishing, water, open air, the kind of thing you put on when you want to slow down. But this particular upload was different. Joseph decided to try something outside his comfort zone, an overnight camping trip deep in the woods. What he expected was a quiet night under the trees. What he got was something else entirely. It was August 8th, 2023, when he and a friend drove out to their chosen spot and started making camp.
It makes sense when you consider it pops open like an ice shanty. Set it on the ground. Or it's just like a dang shanty. And you just pop this, pop that. No, that's it.
The tent is up, bro.
Holy crap.
That's nice.
Bro, that's pretty fire. It's supposed to be 7x7. Don't really look like it. Boy, that's kind of slick. Look at that thing, man. It literally took 5 seconds. Yeah, that tent's kind of fire, though. I mean, it literally took, I mean, what takes the longest is doing the dang rain fly and stuff. And they really don't take long. Got a tent up in freaking 5 seconds, though.
The evening started well. They fished, they laughed, and the forest stayed quiet around them. By the time night settled in, everything still felt fine, peaceful, even. But that kind of peace, the deep woods kind, can be deceiving. And that night, it didn't hold.
Alright guys, well, I'm probably gonna head to bed. Probably gonna get up early, hit the lake again. Got my mattress pad, got the sleeping bag. This little tent's alright. This ain't bad at all. Not like crazy roomy, but it's pretty good. Could fit 2 people in here.
Joseph closed his eyes expecting nothing. The wilderness had other plans.
Heard something like a weird... I just woke up. I heard something like a weird noise. I don't... What the hell is it? There's something else. There's... What the... Yeah, that sounds like a bear, like for real. Oh shit. I think it stopped, man. It like pushed my whole tent in right here. I'm about to go look. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I thought I heard it kind of run away. What the fuck? I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna sleep now.
Somewhere in the middle of the night, a sound cut through the dark and pulled him straight out of sleep. The kind of sound that doesn't leave room for guessing. A bear, right outside the tent, close enough to push against the fabric. Joseph lay still, listening to it circle him, the growls getting heavier, more aggressive with each pass. Between him and that animal was nothing but a thin shell of nylon. Then without warning, the sounds began to pull away. The growls faded, the footsteps retreated into the trees. And just like that, it was gone. Joseph didn't wait around to find out if it was coming back. He built a fire, grabbed what he needed, and spent the rest of the night in his truck.
Alright guys, well, got no idea where that thing went. I just started a big ass fire. Make sure he don't come back, hopefully. No idea. I think the tent's alright. I haven't seen anything on the tent. Man, I might sleep in the freaking... What was that? I just heard something. I might sleep in the damn truck tonight. Literally might be sleeping in the truck. I don't have any food out or nothing.
That's the thing about the wilderness. It doesn't warn you. One moment you're lying there listening to the wind move through the branches, completely at ease. Next, something with enough weight to flatten your tent is standing inches away from your face. Joseph walked away from that night unharmed. But the version of events that almost played out, the one where he didn't, that's not so easy to leave behind. And that's it for tonight's video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. New videos drop every week and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below. Which story got to you the most? Or share your own if something like this has ever happened to you. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next one.